The singing, the writing, and the playing. Well, I would have to say that the playing came first. I guess I eventually realized I could carry a tune a little bit after I discovered that I could play. Interesting thing about me learning how to play is that nobody at the time that I started playing, nobody in my family that I knew of was musically inclined, or should I say nobody in my family played piano or any instrument that I know of. And of course, so it's an interesting testimony behind the playing part of my gift of playing. And it's, if I can just give a little short synopsis or quick story on how that came about. It all started with my dad accepting a piano that was given away at his church, and brought the piano home, and he and some other guys, and they brought this big upright piano. I'd never seen a piano, even really knew how to pronounce the word, let alone playing a piano. And so as they were trying to bring the piano in the house, some kind of way, I was so fascinated by what I saw until I got stuck between the piano and the door. So they were trying to figure out who to get out first, me or wiggle the piano out and free me. So there we were tangled up. So I feel that was a prophetic moment in my life. And finally, I can't remember whether they got me out first or they brought the piano in first. But anyway, we were both kind of jammed in between the door. And immediately, once they rolled the piano in, I walked to the piano, and without any knowledge of reading music or training, I just started playing at 6 years old. And so I knew as time went on that playing the piano was a gift that the Lord had given to me from birth, but I saw it come to fruition at the age of 6. Came up in the church, the Sunshine Band and all of that, and singing in the choir, and I would play the tambourine, and so I really wasn't leading songs, but I was singing with the choir because they knew I had an ear for music, so they would let me sing and play the tambourine. And so as time went on by, I started singing, and so I found out that they obviously liked it, because they called me more than once, and then they just kind of kept calling me. We want Brother Harold to sing, and I would go across the state in different churches and revivals and musicals and so forth, and they would call me to sing. So the playing came first, then the singing, and then the writing was the last thing that came. Now, for a long time, the playing was the most favorite of mine, if you will. I enjoyed that more than anything because it was so inspiring to me to be able to sit down and create, music that anybody liked. I know I liked it, but it was a double dose of happiness just to see other people, being inspired and enjoying what I did. And so you couldn't tell me anything. I had my little chest stuck out, and I just thought I was the baddest kid on the block. But anyway, I had a passion for it, and I still have that passion for it today. Long story short. But again, I think the playing started out number one, and it's really kind of hard for me to say which one I really like doing the best. I like doing all three because as it relates to the writing side, there is a feeling that comes over you that's inexplainable when you write. And then there's another feeling that comes over you when you are able to put melody to the lyrics that you've written. And it's like an illumination of something coming together. It's like God himself is just in you, causing you to create at that moment something that will last for generations to come. So I feel like that inspiration that comes behind that writing, and I don't really pride myself so much on singing. I've always been the type of person, I see other people sometimes doing songs that I've written, and I've always wanted to share with others and give others an opportunity who may never have the opportunity. I've been doing that for many years, and so, but I like it all. It's kind of really hard to say just one thing, but initially, playing, because I knew that was the number one thing that God gave me first, that I perfected, and still perfecting, because you don't ever get to a place where you say, I got it all, or I can do it all, or I know it all. There's always room for improvement. And when I look at the different genres of music, and when I look at the different styles of music, and even when I look at many of the musicians that I hear and see play on today, it's all inspiring to me. Now they look at me and they think that, they got this word, you're the GOAT. But they don't really know how inspired I am by them, and really how they're actually keeping me going. They keep me looking forward to wanting to get better, even though they're looking at me saying, man, we want to learn how to do like you. We want to learn how to play like you play, that type of thing. So I think that all of this helps us all to stay encouraged and to continue to do what we are doing, whether it's in playing, whatever the instrument is. It doesn't just have to be the piano or the organ, but whatever your instrument is, whether it's in singing or whether it's in writing, I think that you use all of it to stay current. I think right now, my thing is making sure that I stay relevant and current. And my definition of relevance and being current is not forgetting the old, but also staying current with what's going on today. And I think that a good musician, or a good artist or singer, if he can fuse the two together, the past, bridging the past with the present, helps one to stay current, because you're not leaving anybody out. You're ever including. So that's really where I am now in my playing, my writing, and even my singing.